footballer's life is not a long one, so it's best to start living it to the fullest right away. That's exactly what Ivan Rakitic did. Coming through the youth ranks of FC Basel, he became one of their all-time greats, winning 3 Swiss Super League titles before moving on to bigger and better things at Schalke. Then after helping them win the DFB Pokal, he really announced himself to the world by winning the Europa League with Sevilla. His performances there caught the eye of Barcelona, who paid 18 million euros to bring him to the Camp Nou. And the rest, as they say, is history. He went on to play for some of the biggest clubs in world football, including Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain, and most recently Al-Shabaab in the UAE. Not only that, but he also captained Croatia to the World Cup final in 2018, where they finished as runners-up. He was a one-club man for 13 years in Spain, a record that few have managed. And although he has played for 5 different clubs, he is still considered a one-club legend due to his 633 appearances for the Blaugrana. But after a 19-year professional career, the 37-year-old has now decided to hang up his boots, and we tell you all about it. How a young kid who could barely speak Spanish ended up scoring in a Champions League final against Manchester United at the Camp Nou in front of over 90,000 people. How he scored 86 goals and made 105 assists in 633 appearances for Barcelona in La Liga, and how he was part of one of the greatest midfields of all time, alongside Andres Iniesta and Sergio Busquets. How he helped Croatia reach their first ever World Cup final, and how he won 4 major trophies along the way. It's been quite the ride, but this is the story of Ivan Rakitic, a footballer who gave it his all and then some. When Rakitic arrived in Barcelona back in July 2014, he had no idea what to expect. The club was going through a transitional phase, having just lost their legendary manager Tito Vilanova to illness. New boss Luis Enrique had big plans for the team, though, and Rakitic was a key part of those plans. Although he couldn't speak Spanish when he arrived, the Croatian quickly learned the language and adapted to life in Catalonia. Within months, he was already a fan favorite. On November 2014, in a match against Apel in the Champions League group stage, he scored his first goal for the club in a 6-1 win. This was no ordinary goal. It was a screamer of a volley from outside the box that flew past the keeper and hit the back of the net. But Rakitic's most important goal for Barcelona came in the 2015 Champions League final against Manchester United at the Camp Nou. In front of over 90,000 people, Rakitic opened the scoring in the 4th minute with a close-range finish after good work by Neymar. It was a dream come true for the Croatian who had followed Barcelona since he was a kid. Despite coming off the bench in the final, he was named man of the match for his action display in midfield. He covered every blade of grass, tackled, harried, and generally caused havoc for Manchester United. Barcelona went on to win the match 3-1, and Rakitic became a European champion. The following season, he started in the final against Juventus in Berlin, as Barcelona retained their title. Rakitic was a key player for Barcelona for many years, making 369 appearances in all competitions. He won the treble in his first season, including the FIFA Club World Cup, and reached another Champions League final in 2019, losing out to Liverpool in dramatic fashion. In total, he won 13 trophies at the club, including 4 league titles, 4 Copa del Reys, 2 Champions Leagues, and the aforementioned FIFA Club World Cup. But it wasn't just his trophy cabinet that impressed Barcelona fans. Rakitic was known for his incredible work rate and passing range. He was a box-to-box midfielder who could tackle, shoot from distance, and score acrobatic goals. He formed a formidable partnership with Sergio Busquets and Andres Iniesta in the middle of the park. Together, they dictated the tempo of the game and pulled the strings in attack. Rakitic's arrival at Barcelona coincided with the emergence of another great player, Neymar da Silva Santos Jr. The Brazilian and Croatian formed a great friendship, both on and off the pitch. They celebrated many victories together, including the 2015 Champions League final. Neymar was instrumental in creating Rakitic's goal in that match, and the pair were always quick to praise each other in the media. When Neymar left for PSG in 2017, Rakitic was sad to see him go. "Ney is more than a teammate. He's a great friend," he said. "It's hard to say goodbye to someone who makes you smile every day." Off the pitch, Rakitic was known for his humility and down-to-earth nature. Despite playing for one of the biggest clubs in the world, he remained the same Ivan from Croatia. He never forgot his roots and was always eager to help young players coming through the ranks at Barcelona. After announcing his departure from Barcelona, he told the club's official website, "I will never forget you. We're the best club in the world. Visca Barca. Rakitic was born on March 14, 1988 in Switzerland, to Croatian parents. His father, Luka, played football in Croatia, and Ivan followed in his footsteps. He began his youth career at local club FC Basel, and soon made a name for himself as one of the best young players in Switzerland. In 2007, he helped Basel win the Swiss championship, and then followed that up with another title in 2010. In total, he won 3 Swiss League titles with Basel, as well as 2 Swiss Cups. After leaving Basel in 2008, he joined German side Schalke on loan for 1 season. During his time at Schalke, he made 29 appearances and helped them win the DFB Pokal, the German Cup. His performances caught the eye of Sevilla, and the Spanish side paid €12 million to sign him in 2011. Rakitic went on to become one of Sevilla's best players, helping them win the Europa League in 2014 and 2015. He was named man of the match in the 2014 final, as Sevilla beat Benfica 4-2 on penalties. After winning back-to-back Europa League titles, Rakitic decided to leave Sevilla and join Barcelona. As we now know, he went on to enjoy a very successful 6 seasons at the Camp Nou before moving to Paris Saint-Germain in 2019. He made 126 appearances for PSG and won 2 Ligue 1 titles and 2 French Cups. However, he was unable to help them win the Champions League. They were beaten finalists in 2020, losing out to Bayern Munich. Rakitic also had a brief loan spell at Italian side AC Milan in the 2021-22 season, but he couldn't help them avoid relegation. He returned to France and helped PSG win the Ligue 1 title once again. But his contract wasn't renewed at the end of the season, and he became a free agent. Rakitic has now joined Saudi Arabian side Al-Shabaab, and he'll be playing alongside former Real Madrid and Chelsea midfielder Mateo Kovacic. So as you can probably imagine, when the news broke that Rakitic would be joining Al-Shabaab, there were a few raised eyebrows. Most people expected him to retire or maybe join a smaller club in Europe. But Rakitic had other plans. In a recent interview, he explained his decision to move to Saudi Arabia. "My adventure continues in Asia. I chose this club because it's one of the best in Asia, not only for its sporting achievements, but also for its great ambitions. I am happy to continue playing football in a country that has a great passion for this sport." During his time in Europe, Rakitic was one of the most consistent and reliable midfielders. He was strong in the tackle, had a great passing range, and was always willing to put in the hard yards. He was a real battler and never gave up, even when things were tough. Rakitic was also a leader on the pitch and was not afraid to speak his mind. He was a vocal presence in the middle of the park and was always organizing his teammates. Rakitic was also a clutch player, someone who seemed to rise to the big occasion, scored important goals for both club and country, and was always at his best in the biggest matches. Rakitic was a modern-day great. He was a player who played the game the right way. He was a true box-to-box midfielder who could do it all. He was a great reader of the game and always seemed to be in the right place at the right time. He was also a great finisher for a midfielder and scored plenty of important goals. Rakitic was also a great passer of the ball and was always looking to play the killer pass. He was a creative force in midfield and was always involved in the build-up play. Now, if you want to watch some of his greatest hits, look no further than his time at Barcelona. Some of his best performances came in the Champions League, and he was a key player as they won the treble in 2015. So what's next for Rakitic? Well, he's already got one eye on the future as he transitions into a technical director role at Al-Shabaab. He's got a lot of experience playing at the highest level, and he knows what it takes to be successful. He's a smart and intelligent man, and he's got the respect of players, coaches, and fans alike. He's got all the qualities you need to be a top-class technical director, and he's already spoken about his desire to give back to the game. "I want to help develop young players and give something back to the sport that has given me so much," he said. "I feel I can make a difference, and I'm excited to get started." So it's been quite the ride for Rakitic, but it's not over yet. He's still got plenty of football left in him, both on and off the pitch. We wish him all the best for the future, and we reassure he'll be a huge success as a technical director. Thank you for watching this video about the great Ivan Rakitic. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. We've got plenty more in the pipeline. Till next time, thanks for watching.